There's a very famous organization in the world now called the Organization of Economic Cooperation and Development. Okay, this is an international group that measures all the developed countries. There are like 24 developed countries in the world. You know, these are, you know, like America and Europe and things like that. Well, they came out with this incredible study that says that America's almost the dumbest country among these 24 countries. And it's really serious stuff, because what they did is they evaluated skills, the workers in these countries, and what kind of skills they have. Okay, and they evaluated, you know, their literacy skill and their numeracy skills. So how well they handle numbers and how well they can interpret and read. Because these are the skills that are required to grow in our economy nowadays. In other words, if you see the data about jobs, you know, jobs, the growing jobs are those that require numeracy and literacy. So you need those kinds of intellectual skills to get the good jobs. All the other jobs are shrinking in this country. So how good your skills are means how good of a job opportunity you're going to have. And if you see the results of this study, we're like ranked 22 out of 25 for numeracy. There's only 2 other countries in these 24 countries that are dumber than we are. Yeah. Only number 1 in America is now, you know, number 22 in the world. Yeah. And that's what's happening. And we're like 19 out of 25 for literacy. I mean, you know, no matter what you think about yourself and the people around you, man, this is the world we live in. This is data that really shows that we're suffering a bit here, and the careers aren't going to be as important. Sure, there's going to be the divide, and the smart people are going to, you know, do well in this country no matter what, but it's going to get harder and harder unless you have those skills. Okay, so if you don't have those skills, what do? You gotta get them, no matter what age, because even at like my age, I'm 70 years old, I maybe live 20 more years, and I gotta get those skills really to keep competitive. Okay, so at any age, how are you gonna get those skills? Okay, some good ways and some bad ways, okay? Here's my suggestion. The first thing you should do is go to your Career One Stop. Okay, this is a government agency. They have thousands of offices all around the country. And if you go to Career One Stop, CareerOnestop.org. Remember, .org, not .com. They're going to sell you something. So you want to go to CareerOneStop.org. Now, they have programs there, job training. You get up to $8,000 to train for a new job, so that's the pay. You need just a course or 2 to finish college. They'll even pay for that, because they're not the normal scholarship places. You have to look other places for that. But this is just for job training money. You need to pay for, you know, like travel to get a new job or things like that, or even pay for, you don't even have good enough clothes or something to go for an interview. If you help you that, or pay for daycare money, or what other kind of assistance available. Maybe you lost your job because of imports or something like that. There's training money, special money for that. I mean, see, you could be a millionaire also and use these services. There are absolutely no income requirement, you know, to use these. So that's one place you go to. They'll help you with resumes, stuff like that, how to search for jobs on the internet, train you on all kinds of stuff. So that's a good stopping place to see, or starting place, I'm sorry, to see what's available. The Career One Stop. Now, the other thing you should be aware of, because I know most of us feel the pressure that we have to be educated. So what happens is there's for-profit universities out there that are spending a lot of marketing dollars trying to get you to go to university. And I think going to a for-profit university is the last place you ever want to get education. Why? Because 90% of the money that these universities live on are from calling you up saying, hey, you need an education, which they're right. I could give it to you very easily, and all you have to do is get a loan. I'll show you how to get a loan that the government will help you with to pay for it. Well, you know, they charge outrageous fees for their universities. You get the money, you know, under your name, you get a loan, give it to them, and you know, what are you going to get? Well, you're not going to get much because a university like that are like 7 times more expensive than a community college. So you're getting a product, you know, that's 7 times, maybe the same product you could get at your local community college. They are actually double the price of a public university. So why pay double for something, you know, when you could get it half price at a public university, because you got some sweet talking salesman, that's why. The other thing is that, what are you getting for your money? Well, here's the real thing. Nonprofit colleges spend an average of $15,000 a year to educate you. $15,000. And you know what the for-profit universities pay to educate you? Like $2,600. A fraction. So you're getting a product that's a fraction of what you can get and pay a heck of a lot less or whatever. And all their money comes from you getting a loan, you know, and that's silly. You don't need more debt. That's the worst thing to do with education. That's why the best deal in this country for education is community college. So you want to contact your local community college, you know, and because it's the easiest place to get money. It's the cheapest place. For $1,000 you can, you know, go to school for a semester, and you can even probably, you know, if you don't have a lot of money, they'll pay for that too, because there's government grants that you don't have to pay back, not, you know, loans, or there's other programs. You could go to, they have programs too to check out what they have. They have great counselors, like you even can't even speak English or something. They have great programs to help you speak English, you know, or programs well, they have training for like 6 months, 8 months, or whatever, that cost you nothing, that give you a skill, a degree. And actually they're 2-year programs. They have 2-year programs there. You go for 2 years and get a degree that start at $50,000 or more. That's right, start a whole new career. I mean, you don't have to wind up being a barista or something and making 20 grand. You can go back for education and start a whole new career, starting at an entry level jobs at $50,000. That's still available in this country with the right jobs and the right skills. But it's all about getting those skills. And those skills are available if you're looking in the right places. If you're looking for, you know, you're going to for-profit universities, man, they're after your money more than anything. The non-profits and things like that, you know, the government-supported ones, they want you to make more money so they get tax money. So that's where their motive comes in. And how do you find the community colleges? Okay, just go to Google, any of the search engines, search for the American Association of Community Colleges. American Association of Community Colleges. And you go to their website, they have a map there, you find the community colleges in your area. Contact the community colleges. You don't know what you're doing. Hey, you want to talk to a counselor. And don't forget, every county has one, so your local library can help you find it too if you can't find it. And make an appointment, talk to a counselor about the opportunity and degree programs that may be there, the non-degree, you know, the 6-month programs, the 2-year programs, how you could get into a growing field that is going to make you, you know, more economically self-sufficient in this country and get those skills that people are going to pay for. You don't have skills, man, nobody wants you in this country, and that's why you have to have those skills. Now, another way that makes things easier to get those skills is something called MOOC, M-O-O-C. And that stands for Massive Open Online Courses. Education is changing. The whole world is changing now because of the internet and things like that. And what's happening now, there are famous universities. You know, thousands, millions of people are taking courses for free on the internet. I'm talking about for free. There's a lot of universities and for-profit colleges that say, you know, take an online class, they're going to charge you. These are the famous universities in the world. Harvard, you know, MIT, Berkeley, Stanford, University of Michigan, Princeton. You could take those courses for free. Now, you're not going to get a degree, but you could get certificates. Now, it depends, but they're free, the best teachers in the world. You want to learn something, you can now go to the best teachers in the world. Online, all you need is this, an online connection, and go to courses that are taught by the best, you know, teachers in the world. That's still knowledge. They're skills that you're going to acquire. You want to learn something. You know, you want to contribute to society. You know, this is a way, and this is going to change all the time. They're going to be more. They're going to, you know, we're going to have to do something with this education. It's another bubble that's going to burst. So don't get caught in the existing system, getting a lot of debt and things like that. Find how to get this debt get those skills and education you need without going into deep debt, and you can. Okay, here are the two major websites that offer a lot of these, free courses from major universities by expert professors. One is called Coursera.org. I better go back to school and learn how to talk. It's Coursera.org. Coursera.org. The other one is edx.org. That's edx.org. They're the two major websites, so start there. Okay, now there's some other interesting things going on out there. In addition to the Moot, there's things I found an organization now called the App Academy. Now this is a place for 9 weeks. They'll train you for free how to become a computer programmer. 9 weeks. You don't need a degree. You don't need anything. They're booming. We need people who have good computer skills. We don't have enough in this country. So companies are looking for people. So this is a group that takes people who are interested in becoming a computer programmer like that, or developing apps, for your iPhone and things like that. They teach you in 9 weeks. You'll work your butt off. It's 80, 90 hours of school a week. You're going to work your butt off, so you have to commit this thing. But it's free. Where they get money is they get you a job. If you don't get a job, you don't have to pay for the school. But when you get a job, they take like 18% or something like that of your salary you get. But the salary is $90,000. That's right. You make $90,000 after spending 8 weeks of learning how to write computer programs. And you don't have to be an engineer, math major, whatever. You just have that desire and some basic, skills, some basic interest or aptitude for this, and they will help you with this. And that's what's cool about it. It's called App Academy. They have courses that start every week. They're both in New York and San Francisco. So as they're starting, because this is new, there'll be other organizations like this providing this kind of service. So look for them. Another place is, if you're older, like me, I'm an old guy. Well, I could go to 350 universities for free or next to nothing. And that usually starts at about age 60. And study anything. So see, to me, at age 60, you can go become a doctor if you want. So it takes you 9 years, but you're still maybe here for 20 more years to help out in society, And what could be better than? We need teachers. So why don't you go back at 60 years old and take a few years and learn how to become a teacher and get a good job with a good pension, but you'll never need it because you're going to die helping people. So you won't even need that pension. So remember, because of your age, senior people, there's 350 universities, and they're all the public colleges and that are around in the country. So if you're looking for them, you could go to your local library and ask them about, get a list of all the public universities in your state and call them all and see how good the deal is, because a lot of them are going to write for free. But the most important thing is you get skills to be able to compete, because in the world, that's how it is. Like now in this data they show, like people who graduated from Korea who are 18 years old are actually better at literacy skills than people who get college degrees in Italy. Wow. So that's what you have to compete with. That's what you have to compete with in the world. And it's all about skills. So you start getting your skills, and you can. And it's out there, probably for free.